Hey guys, welcome back to another serving of food for thought. Of course, not everything in the reading will resonate with you, but I encourage you to take what does and leave the rest. Of course, if this resonates, let me know by commenting down below or liking this video. So, let's jump right into the energy here, Holy Spirit. What are the messages here for the collective energies? There's the cards here that best represent the energy, the light, the message. Wow, someone's real jealous, judgmental. This energy doesn't want to deal with the regret from you breaking free or seeing the truth about them. So I feel like they're playing some childish games. This energy is also coming out as being materialistic here, judgmental. This energy is still sitting in some low vibrational spaces where they're still not self-aware. They can't make the human connection. Someone is struggling when it comes to integrity. Wow. Eight of Pentacles is letting me know this energy is lacking ambitious, yet they're also non-committal but wanting what they want when they want it. This energy is coming out as arrogant here with the King of Swords. This energy is coming out as arrogant and domineering, causing something to be more complicated than it needs to be. Someone's overshadowing the goodness they could have in their heart through conflict. Someone knows that they owe you more than what was given. There should be some clarity here, but this energy has caused something to go dark, go black. They're out of sync when it comes to their heart. This is someone who has a lot of issues with loves. In fact, it almost feels like they don't really believe in it. They don't feel that it makes any sense, so they don't tap into it. This energy refuses and resists at all costs. This is what causes things to fall through. A lot of what happened with you had nothing to do with you, yet everything to do with them. As they're sitting in a state of confusion and illusion when it comes to affairs of the heart. There's just a lot of confusion and deception attached to it. I feel this energy is being hasty, still not seeing something for what it is, giving bad advice or receiving bad advice. Someone is almost a dangerous risk, a liability, because they are creating some unexpected challenges and barriers for themselves and those who thought they were worth the energy. Wow. This energy is coming out as paranoid. Nine of Wands energy, something has rusted or something is failing. Someone thought that they would be rescued, or someone is in a space of paranoia because they feel like you have healed. This is someone who feels like you are finding a sense of acceptance for who they are, who they have become, and they're almost restless or even relentless at keeping a grudge or holding some type of resentment towards you. Someone has created some type of power struggle here with the Five of Swords, as it seems many of you just might have to pick your battles when it comes to them. Someone has created a power struggle because their guard is up, they're arrogant, feeling like they have a reason to be the way that they are, yet someone doesn't really have a plan on what else to do. There's just a lot of anxiety, worried energy of someone who's lost a lot and gained very little. This energy is coming out as arrogant, not wanting to be told the truth, not wanting to see a truth. This energy feels like they should stay how they are. And they're upset with you for thinking you could change them. I feel many of you were not trying to change anything about themselves. You just wanted them to be more authentic, yet they couldn't even give that to you. Now someone has a lot to say about you, hoping it will raise some type of alarm, bruise your energy, bruise you in a way where they can take some type of control or get some type of instant gratification or satisfaction out of hurting you. I feel this is someone who is trying to bruise you in some way, but they won't even scratch the surface. Someone won't even get halfway through what they're trying to do to you. Wow. Yeah, this energy is coming out as relentless. This energy is also very impulsive when it comes to their emotions and how they feel about things. As this energy seems to be very frustrated at the fact that you have accepted something or you're not falling for anything. In fact, I feel they are worried, frustrated at the fact that you have found some clarity, or you have went into a state of transition or found some inner peace within a situation, because they're still struggling to snap back to reality. In fact, they're just manipulating situations even further because they're sitting in fool's energy. Someone is a complete fool, still being reckless, relentless, irresponsible. Someone is in a space where there's a need for caution when dealing with them, talking to them, because they will use your words against you. I feel this energy is in a space of imbalance, discord. This energy is trying to start some problems. There's gossip, rumors, unwelcome news that this energy is bringing because they feel emasculated by you. This energy is insecure, jealous, upset because they feel like you're trying to affect them, take them down. They feel hindered by something here. I feel this is someone who is focused on the negativity. Now that you have stated your claim or made something very clear to them, this energy is upset, hindered by the fact that you are in transition, gone into calmer waters here with the Six of Swords. As it seems, this energy is heavily affected by the fact that you are in a space where you're no longer hindered by them, yet they're still in the space of overthinking something. Someone's overthinking something and causing self-imposed restrictions, isolation, as someone is keeping a grudge or some type of rivalry with you because they are refusing to just compromise. Five of Wands is letting me know this is an ongoing battle. Someone is always making some type of situation more complicated than it needs to be because there's a lot of disharmony. Nine of Pentacles. There's disharmony when it comes to finances and clarity. Someone is very immature. And this is what's caused so many losses, delays, injustice in their life. Someone's going through an internal conflict or struggle where they're blaming you for cheating them out of something. Someone feels cheated, or they feel like someone took something from them that didn't even belong to them. Someone is isolated and feeling a sense of loss for something that they never even deserved in the first place. This energy has a false sense of reality and even pride, feeling let down by you when truthfully they are overcome by challenges. This energy has failed to break a cycle. This is why they're being relentless in their pursuit of trying to hurt you, affect you. Yet they're still resisting change. Two of Cups, they're out of sync. There's disharmony when it comes to someone who is feeling misunderstood, where I feel they are causing this miscommunication with you. Someone is isolated, negative, creating situations that are stifling them, which is why they're under pressure. Concerned about money, and radio silent, why they're trying to distort something when it comes to you. Something is definitely needing to change because someone is in a mood, almost in a space where no one can truly tolerate them, as they can't even see the light at the end of the tunnel. And this is why someone is trying to press you, get you to react in some type of way, because someone doesn't want to be left behind. Someone's afraid your transition is somehow going to leave them in a space where they're not included. And that just might be the case for someone who seems to be upset or holding a sense of resentment or a grudge for you because they feel you think you're better than them. They feel like you think you're too much. Yet you clearly have standards or boundaries that they can't upstand to, withhold. In essence, to humble you. They've done some things to try to take you out of character. Or throw you off your game, as it seems they're upset you outsmarted them or made them feel like a fool. You made them feel like everything they should feel, as this is someone who knows deep down they're only mad because they never thought they'd get humbled or even checked by you. Especially you. Out of all people, someone is feeling like you're trying to punish or emasculate them, and this is why they're trying to come back or get their lick back when they're going to miss the target every time. Yeah. Someone's impatient, losing direction. Someone's definitely going in the wrong direction, trying to affect you, but nothing is going to turn in their favor, as someone is being reckless and relentless and being irresponsible, which is only going to affect them in the long run. Someone is trying to set something ablaze. Wow. This is someone who's coming out as a magician, someone who is trying to pull the strings, trying to put a key in someone else's bag. Someone is lacking the confidence and is coming out as a poor communicator when it comes to affairs of the heart. But when it comes to starting up some trouble, stirring the pot, this is a useless talent. Number 4 for them. This is someone who has a lot of things going on in the background, and someone's consumed by trying to get their lick back when it comes to you. That they're taking a lot of steps and not really understanding how much these decisions will cost them in the end. But once they do, they will definitely be humbled in the worst way. Let's get some energy here, Holy Spirit. This energy seems to want to start some trouble through rumors and gossip. Someone is not realizing they are only bringing unwelcome energy, unwelcome news to others that no one's wanting to hear. Someone needs to be giving some type of apology or asking for forgiveness or even trying to make amends, but things are only getting worse because they are choosing to make a scene, push something to a different level. Someone is wanting to celebrate or find a way to get back in your good grace, but they're being sneaky about it, spreading bad information or false information. Someone is lying, speaking bad about you. Someone's speaking bad about you and surrounded by the fake and phony. This is someone who is surrounded by those who will only co-sign their bad energy. But the fact that you are protecting yourself, sending no energy towards them, it seems like you've allowed the ball to be in your court. And if you make a move or not, it all falls into play. I feel you're protecting your energy and the balls in your court now that someone can't get next to you, get a rise out of you, play you. Wow. Someone was trying to take advantage of your kindness, but they're starting to realize your kindness was never your weakness. You staying in your own lane, minding your own business, has shaken someone's core. Someone shook at the way that you cut them off, or the fact that they feel you're being cold. You've put an end to a cycle or a situation where someone was always wearing a mask or a poker face. This energy is lacking emotion, a stone face for someone who is now starting to feel it in the worst way. This is why they're picking on you. But when it comes to them, you're going to have to pick your poison. Either deal with them or not. And for many of you, you're not dealing with this at all. This is someone who's carefully watching, refusing to change, and hating on you. Hating on everything that you do. All because you're not looking back. All because you're not living in the past or looking back or loving on them. Someone is unsure on how to treat the situation, how to deal with it. Wow, someone doesn't really know what to do. Yet they're going over and over, repeating the cycles, not learning a lesson. Someone is about to experience some instant karma. Every time they speak negatively of you, something happens to them. I feel they haven't figured that out, but they soon will, because they're about to experience something real painful. There's a lot of trauma attached to their energy, grief from the past, and this is what makes them so cold, stubborn, arrogant, and ready to push your buttons. Someone is trying to affect you in the worst way when they're not realizing that you have to do the things that you do to guard your heart, your energy, and your sanity. Because if you allowed them to get to you, they would drive you crazy. And many of you are not allowing them to do that. This is why you're not letting anything shake or break you this season. especially not them. This is someone who needs to apologize, bring a sense of closure to a situation, but they refuse to do it. Their stubborn nature, their arrogance won't let them take their guard down. This is why someone is holding a grudge, because they don't want to change. They feel they don't have to. Someone's playing a lot of games, wanting to play on you. This energy became a magician. Lacking confidence, a poor communicator. Someone played a lot of games so they didn't have to change. And now that they are trying to piece the puzzle together, they're skipping on the details and the facts, hoping that they can mislead others when it comes to you. Someone's got a lot to say, but whatever they're saying isn't making any sense or adding up at all. Someone knows that you are a gift, but the fact that you cut them off in the way that you did, or you handled a situation with class or calmness, someone is being ice cold with you. Not talking, staying silent, but speaking to others about you. Someone's still upset. This is why their heart is cold, causing drama and problems behind the scenes. Someone is playing with your head, trying to confuse you, shake things up, but it's all going to backfire. Something is going to backfire when it comes to someone who doesn't even understand that the plan they have set in place will fail. Someone is fighting, breadcrumbing, and also very obsessed with being a bully, immature, behaving in the way that they're used to. Someone is being negative and sending bad vibes your way, trying their best to drain you. Yet I feel this energy has mixed themselves up in something where there's a bad influence or the wrong crowd. Someone is definitely co-signing their energy, and this is why they're pushing a narrative, because there are energies here who is listening and fueling their divisive nature. Cock blocking. Someone is motivated by jealousy, competitiveness. Someone is trying to get away with something strategically, and they're coming out as someone who's plotting against you, pretending, giving false information behind the scenes. Someone is trying their best to get a rise out of you. Someone wants to make you feel some type of way, yet they're only going to get a taste of their own medicine through financial loss and heartbreak. Someone needs to hang up the jersey. Someone needs to hang it up. It doesn't make any sense to be obsessed with breadcrumbing you, causing some type of conflict when they know they gave you no effort. Yet, as I said before, they are clearly obsessed. Someone is obsessed and trying to get a rise out of you, but someone is needing to wake up and smell the coffee, because their tricks won't give them any reward. But I feel this energy is so used to getting what they want and having things their way, they have lost a sense of direction. Someone has lost the energy of why they're even mad at you. But I feel their toxic behaviors and chaos, it turns them on. It satisfies them in some type of way where they're still applying pressure, but it's all going to go up in flames. Something is already disturbed and going up in flames. This energy is becoming more disturbing day by day, all because of their toxic energy and how they're trying to stake claim, make some type of situation even worse than what it is. This is someone who doesn't even understand that they are their worst enemy, all because of what they try to hide or resist. Wow. Or even the fact that they're turned on by this, turned on by the fact that they are nasty and creating chaos wherever they go. They still don't get it. But I feel the more they play, the soon they'll know. Let's get one more card here from this deck. Yeah, someone knows that you are a gift and still is the gift, as they refuse to see anything any other way. This is why many of you are protecting your energy from someone who has proven themselves to be a fool. Someone who is not completing the assignment, not getting the message, all because of this inner conflict. There's no peace, just conflict with you as well as others. Someone is not getting it right, not just with you, but in life. Someone's still sitting in some low vibrational energies, wanting their get back when they should be fixing their life. Someone's holding a grudge, and I feel like it's with the wrong person. Yeah, fake apology. For many of you, you've got no apology, or someone has bought some type of fake apology just so they can feel like they have some type of control. But as I said before, they're getting a taste of their own medicine for making the wrong choice, the wrong decision when it comes to you. And now that they are feeling unloved, they are packing it on, upset because they feel like you want them to keep out. I feel there's a lot of things at play, or more than one energy involved here when it comes to someone who has lost themselves in this game, this toxic way of thinking or believing that they can have their way. As someone is salty, getting a taste of their own medicine and loving you from a distance, someone doesn't want you to know you still have a piece of their heart. I feel they are hiding this from you by hiding from you. I feel this is someone who's disconnected from their emotions. Water signs, please take it how it resonates. But someone is coming out as a shapeshifter. Someone who is curious about you, yet afraid to come towards you. I feel this energy is all over the place. Fixated on the wrong things as they are trying to manipulate something, praying that you reconsider, yet they're still playing mind games. This energy is playing dumb to not being honest, going round and round, never telling the truth and only talking in circles. Someone has created a very messy situation and they're refusing to admit that there's some type of tag team or someone was trying to gang up on you. Now they're moving in silence, knowing that they were petty and immature, but they have yet to really realize how far they have truly fallen. Someone's being real petty, hoping they can get a rise out of you, but it's only creating a narrative behind the scenes that is causing others to see them differently. 313. Because this energy is speaking bad about you, but I feel like they could be talking to the wrong people, because either they don't believe them or someone already knows the truth about you. The fact that you were only a blessing to them, and they clearly screwed it up. But instead of acknowledging their regrets or knowing how bad they have caused something to be, they are consumed by the fact that they were wronged by you, when I feel it's the other way around. This energy is just lashing out because they feel unloved. Unloved and in a sense of regret. And I feel they could be taking a lot of things out on you. If someone has a fear of losing you, they're wanting to reach out, yet they feel like they're not going to chase. They want you to chase. And the fact that you have found your purpose in something or someone else, someone is not trusting their gut. They're ignoring the signs. Yet I sense with you, you're tapped into your intuitive space. You see this energy as someone who is clearly lost or just an unhealthy attachment, and someone's upset at the way you see them now. So they want you to feel equally shamed. Someone wants you to feel like you were to blame, when I feel you were the very reason something even made sense at all. This is someone who is trying to appear masculine about a situation, but as I said before, they're all over the place. They're scattered. Knowing they're not being honest, they're playing dumb to the fact that they created a narrative that is only screwing them in return. Trying to play you, someone played themselves, because nothing is adding up. Nothing is adding up when it comes to someone who is used to the police being called on them or used to being rejected. I feel this is someone who pushes others to make that decision, because they always make things intense when it comes to emotions. And for many of you, you feel like what they did or said, it came out of the blue, when truly it did. This energy is very impulsive, and they run off of emotions. And if they feel violated in some type of way, they get real disrespectful. This energy is coming out as stubborn and one-sided when it comes to affairs of the heart. But now that the ball's in your court, or the tables have turned, someone feels like they're not going to keep the peace. Someone's wanting to hurt you, and they're trying to do it intentionally. All because hurt people always end up hurting other people. But they're about to realize they broke their own heart. You had nothing to do with it. In fact, you were trying to lead them to a space to understand what love truly was, but someone was so resistant of that they clearly lost something big with you. And now they're blaming you for their shortcomings. The fact that they couldn't level up. The fact that they feel inadequate. Wow. One more card here from this deck. Yeah, you finding your purpose has definitely put them in a space where they feel they have to take you down a peg. Someone feels like they need to put you in your place and make you feel just as bad as they do. Someone wants you to feel ashamed. Someone wants you to feel out of place or unwanted, only because they feel insecure and unloved. But I feel them trying to put you in this space has only set them up to fail, because whatever they're wanting from this just won't go their way. Someone is very foolish to think that they could affect you in the way that they thought they could, but the fact that you are protecting your energy and doing it fiercely, someone is almost ready to give up, but still not ready to give in, because they're still saying things about you that's just not adding up. But they still have yet to realize they won't win. Yeah, someone is in heavy pursuit, not wanting to chase, but also sitting in a space where they're wanting that attention, whether they get it in a good way or bad way. Someone doesn't care how they affect you. They just want to affect you. Yeah. Someone wants to come back, but they don't want to admit it. This is why they're not speaking or trying to provoke you in the right way. Someone wants you to be on the edge, beg them to stop, but you're too in tune with self, your independence, your freedom. You don't mind being single, especially if you don't have to deal with this mess. This is why someone's on heavy pursuit, trying to handle you, make you feel away by creating problems, as this energy seems to be triggered by the fact that you're protecting your energy, but they made the wrong decision for all the wrong reasons, because now many of you are moving on, ending a cycle, and completely done. This is someone who is triggered because they can't string something along. Someone can't pull on your heartstrings, so they could be trying to create some type of drama or problems just to get a answer or get some type of energy from you, no matter what. So it seems they are taking a risk, taking a gamble on doing things they know don't make sense or is clearly forbidden. This energy is being dismissive and in a space of disregard when it comes to a twin flame, a soulmate. They're being extra. Someone is being harsh or trying to make you feel like they're the ones who cut something off, but really they feel like a clown for being toxic, unhealthy, or poisonous to you, because they're truly affected by you making something clear or even making something final. I feel this is someone who may have started it, but you ended it. They don't like that. They're jealous, creating rumors, being petty. Wow. There's some envy here too, because it's another thing that fuels them to talk behind your back, because they don't like the way you escaped. Outsmarted them, pushed them away after causing so much chaos. I feel you were pushed to make a choice or a decision that shattered them. There's a sense of sadness that they're not wanting to admit to, but someone is trying to hold it together, but there is so much pain. Someone is putting up walls, causing them to be lost, running away, feeling empty when it comes to affairs of the heart, unconditional love. Someone feels like they can't really accept it because they don't know it. This is why they're in denial about plotting some type of punishment. Someone's in denial, contradicting themselves when it comes to how they have chosen to handle you, the retaliation, getting even. Someone wants your heart, and whether they got to take it from you or not, someone is wanting you to be affected in a very big way. In fact, it's almost like an adrenaline rush from the highs and the lows. I feel there's a lot of ups and downs with someone who can be good or bad, but this is someone who's getting a rush from the feeling of being toxic or reckless. When it comes to conflict, someone has a lot to say. There's a lot of secrets, yet I feel in due time there will be a space where someone will have nothing but the energy to just take a moment and reflect on how they created the damage that they won't easily be able to walk away from. I feel this energy is holding on and also placing blame because they don't know how to let go of something that was so good for them. So they create problems trying to trigger you because they know they're triggered. Someone knows they are completely triggered and they're doing things they know would piss you off. Someone's doing something that they know is forbidden just to get some type of reaction or answer from you. But I feel you saying nothing is breaking them down day to day. Yeah. Someone wants to call, reach out, but they don't have the heart to do it. As I sense them reaching out would only fuel a fire because they know deep down they can't have you. Not in the way that they used to. As something is already been confirmed for them, validated. Wow, someone's really trying to hold it together, thinking of you at night. I feel someone is also bringing a sense of pain. Because someone doesn't measure up, doesn't add up to your energy. Someone is blind to their own obsessions, blind to the mess they have made, but it's only bringing in a sense of justice. Their obsession is bringing in justice. Someone's sneaky, taking risks when it comes to a soulmate and even family, as their ego is just too hard to tame. Someone's wearing a mask, pretending not to be two-faced, putting up some type of front. Someone's wearing a mask when it comes to others being involved or the fact that they are influenced by their emotions. Wow. Someone's crashing out, or someone's emotions is like waves. It's coming and going as they have their emotions bottled up when it comes to an illusion, keeping things inside, but it's only causing them to lash out even more because they're still not illuminated to the fact that they are still inspired by you. I feel this is someone who is sitting in a space where they don't know what else to do but trigger you. Someone is triggered and wanting you to feel the same, and they don't care how they do it. They're still blindsided or blinded to their own pain to even justify why they're trying to make you feel some type of way. Wow. One more card here. Yeah, someone's just unhealthy and toxic. It's hard to get away from the person that they have become. So they could be loving you from a distance. Well, whatever love they think they give, yet they're still doing things that are from a salty or petty space because they know what they're doing is forbidden, wrong. But they can't help but to prove somehow, some way, they are right. They're just doing things in a very toxic way because it's the only way they know how. See some energy here, final deck. Final deck, Holy Spirit. Let's get some energy here. Aiding and abetting. Someone's trying to trap you into something. They're wanting you to follow their lead. Someone wants you to be drawn to a sense of chaos or confusion. Someone is wanting you to be bound and attached to them. I feel this energy could be talking, oversharing, just to set you up to fail. I feel this energy is pretending that they are the victim or the nice person in this situation, yet they are truly motivated by their misery, their insecurities. Someone is insecure and stringing something along in the best way they know how because of their fear of abandonment or losing you. I feel this energy is somewhat ironic because they don't want to be abandoned, but they are doing that to other energies, easily bothered because they don't want to start over. Someone doesn't want to start over from scratch, and this is why they're insecure, still trying to string something along, whether they're provoking you in a positive way or not. Someone's oversharing about you just to bait you into something. Someone's trying to bait and switch, mocking and mimicking you because they don't want you to level up. They think you're too independent. Someone feels like you're full of yourself, but I feel many of you just know your worth, and they're wasting time. Wasting time holding a grudge or being at odds with you because when it comes to their scarce mentality, they're only making these moves because they feel you don't need them. Wow. Someone definitely needs to understand something. Hit the brakes. I feel they have been warned about you so many times, but they have put themselves in a space where they're not listening to anything or anyone, and they're definitely not catching the signs. But I feel this energy is about to crash and burn, and they don't even know it. They're still focused and obsessed with setting you up to fail. But as I said before, you're just not going to take the bait. And whatever they're doing to try to affect you, it won't even scratch the surface. Someone just needs to hang it up. Hang it up, because nothing's going to take place that's going to bring you out of your character. Not in the way that they thought, because they're definitely on a witch hunt, trying to affect you in any way that they can, hoping that others are laughing behind your back. I feel someone's about to set themselves up to learn a harsh karmic lesson about those they should have held in high honor. Wow. This energy has a whole junk drawer of stuff. Things unresolved, things they need to deal with. This is someone who needs to do the shadow work, but they're so heavily invested in checking other people and putting others in their place that they have failed to do the shadow work. This energy is sidetracked, easily distracted, heavily motivated in the wrong direction, as it seems this energy is on the phone and oversharing about you. Someone is on the phone and they have a lot to say about you being harsh or immature when they are the ones sitting in that space, as it seems they're trying to paint a picture or create a narrative to others about you, hoping you'll lash out or try to defend yourself, because they're truly hoping they can provoke you to act out, step out of character, just to prove what they say about you is everything. But I feel someone is just trying to embarrass you. Someone's trying to publicly embarrass you just to gain some type of validation, or they're wanting some type of recognition. They're starving for attention, and they're being cryptic about being dismissive towards you. But instead of you being called out or publicly embarrassed, they are the ones that's going to be put to shame. No one's believing their lies or even the things they have said about you. I feel your actions and your energy speaks for itself. This is why someone is overcompensating or trying to figure something out just to seem like they're unfazed, or even to save face, but nothing is working in their favor. In fact, I feel this is someone who can't bring something back to life. And this is why they're caught up out there being childish and skating on thin ice and wearing their heart on their sleeve, because something has completely changed. Something has completely changed now that you are being more intuitive about your energy and who you give it to. Because I feel someone is learning in the harshest way that karma never misses an address. Someone's receiving karma for their mob-like ways, their mob-like mentality, as someone is oversharing about you and trying to bait you into some type of war, some type of situation that they were bound to lose. So I feel in so many ways they could be doing a lot of things randomly to push your buttons and create a fire, hoping you'll fuel the flames. Yet I sense the fires and traps they've set for you will only get big enough to backfire on them, as someone is playing with fire, not realizing they're the only ones that's going to get burned. Because someone who feels or even believes that they have the right to be unfair or spiteful towards you is in a space where they're about to realize they were never meant to escape the blaze. Something won't be easy to come out of, and the same mob that they created to bring you down will be the same mob that takes them down. Because as I said before, how things started just won't be the way it ends. I hope you guys have enjoyed the reading and has gained some food for thought. If so, let me know by commenting down below or liking this video. Hope to see you again, guys. Bye.